Alright nosy parkers, it's time for a garden tour. If we haven't met before, hi, I'm DW. I live in an extended 1890s cottage here in Cambridgeshire, with a half-acre garden that I'm slowly transforming into something special. When I started sharing my gardening adventures in August 2024, I was living in a smaller home in the city of Norwich, growing in a tiny container garden. But for me, it was never about the space. It was about the joy of growing. In December last year, we bought our first home and got stuck right in, turning this space into something new. Gardening isn't just about plants. It's about storytelling, creativity, and crafting your surroundings on the canvas of the earth. Every seed sown, every bed shaped, every unexpected volunteer plant popping up. It's all part of a bigger picture, a garden that changes and grows alongside me. Alright, without getting too mushy, let me show you around. The half acre is split into two spaces, and just off the walkway there's a tucked away poultry pen. It needs a few tweaks, but soon it will have some very special residents, the ducks. Having them has always been a dream of mine, and I can't wait to make it happen. From the poultry pen, the path leads into the woodland-like area of the garden. There's a whole mix of trees here that I've yet to fully identify, but my plan is to turn this into a meadowy space that thrives in the dappled sunlight that they provide. There's also a pond, a home to a growing army of goldfish that seem to multiply by the day, while I watch from the window, silently terrified of the heron that stalks them. This is also where I capture all my bird feeder footage. It's quickly becoming one of my favourite spots in the garden. Over autumn and winter I planted loads of spring flowering bulbs to fill the ground with colour, but the squirrels had other ideas. A good chunk of them ended up as squirrel snacks, but some survived, so now it's just a waiting game to see what actually makes it to bloom. Long term, I want to fill this space with low growing wildflower lawn seed and watch it take on a life of its own. The two spaces in the garden are separated by a border of shrubs, wrapping around the path that leads into each area. To add even more colour and fragrance, I'm planting shrub roses here. I feel like they're the perfect fit for this space and I can't wait to see them in bloom. Over on the other side we've started our no-dig beds, which sit right beside Big Bertha, our 14-foot by 20-foot polytunnel. This area used to be all lawn, but we're gradually transforming it into a space where we can maximise homegrown food and flowers, while leaning into a cottage garden feel. I want it to be a place for growing, gathering and embracing a true kitchen garden lifestyle. Somewhere that's as productive as it is beautiful. Inside the polytunnel we're adding even more no-dig beds, and you can see where we've laid down the cardboard for weed suppression. Slowly but surely it's all coming together. At the back we've set up a potting station with 2 trestle tables, ready to house all the seeds starting their journeys. This space is going to be the heart of our growing season. Next up is an area I haven't talked much about. This section has been separated off because it houses our septic drainage field, which carries away all our wastewater. Some people are happy to grow edible crops over it, but I'm not taking any chances with E. coli-infused carrots. Since the drainage field sits a few feet down, anything planted here needs relatively shallow roots to avoid disturbing it. So my plan? To turn this space into a whimsical wildflower oasis. A low traffic area with a small bench, perfect for sitting back and just immersing yourself in the flowers. A few more trees in this area help tuck away our static caravan, giving it a bit of shelter and privacy. And now, cue my MTV Cribs twirl to take you to one of my biggest challenges in this garden, leaf fall. Specifically the never-ending supply of cordyline leaves. They drop everywhere, and because they break down so slowly, I pile them up and lay them into our hot compost bins to help them break down faster. It's a bit of a battle, but we make it work. Our hot compost bins are off to an amazing start, and you can already see so much condensation building up inside, proof that things are heating up nicely. Here I am having a good sniff test moment, fully expecting the worst, but somehow it doesn't smell at all. Honestly, I'm still in disbelief. It actually doesn't smell. I don't know how to get that away. You can take a seat under this willow tree or wander out to the fields where sheep roam, taking in the view as you go. I feel so grateful to have this space to call home, and I can't wait to write its story in the years to come. There's still so much to do, but that's the beauty of gardening, it's never really finished. The journey is just getting started, so thanks for watching and subscribe to come along. Let's grow together.